like the Wiggles. Mate, I am amazing. Welcome everyone to What's Up Wednesday. This is the journey where Scott and Shorty from the Business of Smiles share with you of what's happening in the week. It's been a big week, lots to share, lots to talk about. But Scott, I want to find out, how are you, mate? How's your week? You've had an interesting week, haven't you?
Should I always have interesting weeks? Let's be honest. I'm thinking to myself, the Wiggles. I wonder what Wiggles we would be, you and I.
I don't know.
A bit more like bananas and pajamas, I would have thought.
That's right.
Oh, goodness gracious, mate. What an amazing week it has been. And, like, Shorty, just before we jump into that, where are you coming in from tonight?
Well, I coming in from down in Sydney at Coogee. So I'm at my lovely mum's, and she surprised me. Well, didn't surprise me. I knew it was happening, but all my sisters are here tonight. So it's so cool to catch up with them for dinner and their partners and nephews. So it was amazing. So I got in late this afternoon and just been hanging out with them and just finished a beautiful dinner. So, yeah, down here for a couple of days and a couple of workshops. So excited to do that. But, yeah, beautiful to catch up with the family. So nice. So nice.
Well, what's the family mean to you? I mean, that's a big part of you.
Yeah, big time. Like 3 amazing sisters and my mum, and it's just beautiful. Just comes back to the essence of why we do this. It's that connection. You know, it's time to reconnect. It's time to bridge that gap. That time starts now, and it all starts with a smile. And as we sit around the dinner table tonight, like that's what it's all about, is that reconnection. We're all off doing our little things, but just coming together and reconnecting, absolutely beautiful. That's what it means to me.
Yeah, I love that, because it is time to reconnect. You know, we keep talking about it, but we're not just talking about it, we're actually doing it. We're actually getting out, connecting. The small places as much as the big places is just as important, and we often talk about bridging the gap, and I always go like this when I say bridging the gap, because I'm bridging the gap in my heart so that I can connect more with others. And I know you feel the same about that, and it's a really important part of what we do. Like it's on our journey this year. We're going to do our run in October. We've got some epic news coming up for April, just epic. My thing for people is start training, start doing a bit of a jog, because we've got something coming up that we just can't wait to bring together, and just open up opportunities for us to connect and actually help us on our journey from Sydney to Melbourne, amongst other things. So that's going to be epic.
Yeah.
So
tell me about your week. Where
do I start? I'm actually going to start with something that I'm super grateful for. And I'm super grateful for our communities and what we do, Shorty, because at the moment, hey, Janelle, how are you? good to see you on. One of the things that is super, super important for me is creating a safe place to land. And that's just somewhere where we've got somewhere to talk about the things in life that we may not necessarily have anywhere to talk about them, because my belief is there's absolutely nothing you can't talk about. You're just got to find the right person and right environment to actually talk about it. And I had an old mentor reach out to me recently, and I'm doing an amazing project with Paul Purden, literally a safe place to land, which is inside Builders Business Black Belt, which is a coaching company for builders. And it's a fantastic opportunity for people to feel seen, heard, and to process some stuff that goes on in life. Like, we all have curveballs that hit us. And to be a part of it, we've had 2 sessions thus far. Oh my God. I really want to say how proud I am of men at the moment. We're learning how to communicate. We're learning how to listen. We're learning that we don't have to fix things all the time. We just have to be. And like anything, when you're learning, you don't always do it well. You know, you've got to get through the hurdles. You've got to make the mistakes and the opportunities. And for me, they're opportunities. They're opportunities to grow. We don't have mistakes. We just have opportunities to grow. And it's something to me that's super, super important. So to create that opportunity so that we can get better at that, I'm just forever grateful. I mean, it's making sure that you're a fair part of the journey. You know what that means to me. And I just,
Big time.
it's what you do with your coaching business. It's very similar, yes?
Yeah. And to see you, if I can just add on that, to see you, like, we talk every day, right? But to see you light up, to see you shine, to see you really come alive after doing your thing and holding that space and holding those conversations and even holding the silence, right? Where these guys, these men can step into being okay to be in silence, to be okay to open up and to be okay to share what you've got there. Like, you've got some big manly shoulders and arms just to nurture and support them metaphorically, metaphysically, to enable them to walk on that journey. It lifts my heart seeing your heart lifted. And that's why the beautiful thing about what we do is, like, your jam, when you're in your element and you download and you debrief with me, it lifts me up and gets me excited to go and do this over here. And then we come back and so this is where we're walking and talking it, right? We're living, breathing it. We eat it, we sleep it. We won't say any other things, but every single day we're ingrained with it. And so when we can walk and talk it, it shares out to the community, and then the community starts and these groups form, and it's just beautiful to see. So I just want to acknowledge you, Scotty, of seeing you shine and seeing you really just owning that space. It's so beautiful to watch, mate. So well done. Well done.
Thank you, Shorty, because I love it. I love people. I think people are amazing. Like, I've never met anybody who hasn't added value to my life, period. And I've been in some crazy places. I've been some places that are just, opportunities to grow. And I just love it. And I'm so grateful for that opportunity. But there's so many more things. Like, that's just the one thing at the minute. And I'm so grateful to be a part of that and watch this space, because there'll be more information about that over time, because it's something that we're passionate about and we're going to bring to more people. But I'm going to jump on this photo behind us, this backdrop behind us. And I'm so grateful for it, because we've got the socks in the screen that was recently in Shepparton up there saying thank you to everybody, which I spoke about last week. But there's something beautiful happened that really, I think, is amazing when we put that little bit of effort in to make a smile happen. Andrea has just been absolutely amazing. Like, what she brought to Shepparton, what she brought to us, the support and the love. Watch this space on that, because I can't wait to open up that one as well. That's cool. So I left my AirPods up in Shepparton, and I'm like, oh no, because like that, I like to listen to my meditations in the morning, so the AirPods go in quiet so I don't disturb everybody else and just be in my own space. I'm like, so Andrea sent them back to me, and the little note that she put inside that box was just, actually, do you know what? I'm actually going to read it to you, because it's too beautiful not to. And I'm sorry, I'll take up a bit of airtime, but I'm happy with that, because that made me feel absolutely phenomenal. And it's the little efforts that you do in life. It was probably 1 or 2 minutes just to write that. But geez, it made it hit me in the heart, So it just, you can see the heart-shaped note,
Beautiful.
And in the box, thanks, Scott. Your time in our town will ensure smiles are spreading and conversations starting, followed by healing. Great work. Thank you. Like, what a sweet thing to get inside a box, and quite often, if we just put that little bit extra, just that connection, it deepens, it grows, fills the gap in both of us, and I just, Andrea, I'm just so proud of what we're doing. So thank you so much for that. So
can I just grab something there, Scott? Can I just grab something in there for a sec? How can you watching this week add a connection, add just that 1 or 2 minutes more to a conversation, to a letter, to an email, to a comment on a social post, of spending 1 or 2 minutes, maybe more, of thinking about how can I reconnect? How can I deepen this connection to the person that I'm about to send a message to? So I just want to throw that out there and want you to ponder on that for this week. When you're about to make a call or you're about to write an email, whatever the communication channel is, how could you add that extra layer? Watch what happens. Over to you, mate.
Oh, I love that, Shorty, because imagine we did that little extra layer once a day for 7 days, right? Because it's the 1%ers in life, you know, just do that little 1%, 1-2 minutes, add that extra bit of detail to give the thanks, the sincerity and the context, and then bridge that gap. And it doesn't just bridge it for you, it bridges it for the other person, creates that connection, then we're stronger together. The deeper the connection, the stronger the bond, the stronger we can grow, you know, and I just, yeah. Oh, I love it. Great pickup. But let's see how we go. I'd love to hear what people do during this week. I'd love to hear something that somebody's done. You know, post it in the Business of Smiles, post it in the Campfire Project. Just share it with us because it's precious to us as much as it is you. And then it'll bridge a gap for us as well. Yeah.
Correct.
So I've got more to say, Shorty. I'm sorry.
Go. No, go.
I do want to say this though. Shorty, last week I was on my own, right? And I've done a lot of presenting, a lot of bits and pieces. I really missed you last week.
Thanks.
You know, like I really missed you. Like you're my sidekick, you're my man, you know. And I was sitting on my own here, and I was actually nervous for the first time in a long time because I'm so used to actually being with you and having each other by our sides. And I'm really grateful for that. That tells me how important you are to me. You know, for a man I've never met, the importance you have in my heart and in my life, I'm so grateful. So thank you for being you, Shorty. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
So beautiful. All right, so off sidetrack again. Squirrels. So, but just I went to the tennis. And I saw Oscar play an exhibition match. Now, I'm going to share with everybody something I'm really proud of. I'm really super proud of. We're at tennis. It was beautiful. Oscar did an amazing day. I was just so proud of the way he plays, and you know, like, just love it. Right. So we finished his bit, and we went and got some food. And I walked in. I saw some great mates, some beautiful men, and I saw them, and they're on a work function and having a couple of beers, and I'm like, giddy up. And I'm like, how you going? You want a pizza and beers? And no, I'm all good. So anyway, shot out for the day, and Oscar and I just connected with so many beautiful people. As I was standing there with, actually, I'll come back to it. As I was standing there with the guys, I look over, and there's a guy smiling at me. And he smiled at me twice. And my golden rule of thumb is you look at me twice and smile, I'm coming to see you. So I've got, this is my golden rule of thumb. I love it. It just brings that connection. But as I got to him and said, hey, how are you? Thanks so much for smiling. I said, you know, part of that is you smile at me, I've got to come and see you. And there's a reason for that. And beautiful, it's just beautiful. Yes, I just love your energy. I said, yeah, thank you so much. He goes, actually, can I share with you what I'm about? He goes, yeah, that'd be great. Share with me about the socks, you know, like black dots. They represent our dark days. We all have them. No one's getting out of that. And the yellow's the warm winter sun that on your back. That's our community getting around in your dark days. But there's more sunshine than there is dark days. Let's talk about them. So he goes, actually, my father-in-law just committed suicide a week ago. I said, thank you so much for sharing that. He looked at me. So no, it's tough right now. He looks dead into the camera right now. But you need to honor him. Give him the voice that he couldn't have and didn't have by sharing his story. Make sure you speak. Make him count. Suicide's not an individual issue, it's a community issue. because we need to learn how to work our emotions, understand our emotions. This is why we do this. This is why. I sat with him, we talked, and we shared in tears, and just embraced, and just was okay. I was so grateful just to talk about it, because there's no conversation you can't have. It's just finding the right place to have it. Thanked him. Went back, saw the boys. Said, they go, you talk to anybody? Said, yes, I will. All good. So I've taken off. Anyway, having a great day. Just having a beautiful, beautiful day with Oscar. Still, just love being a dad, right? Anyway, so we're sitting there. We're watching the Kokonakis and Kyrgios play. And I said, Oscar, do you want an icy pole super hot? Yeah, love one, Dad. I said, yeah, cool. All right. So I ran down and got one, and the boys were still there on the cans. This is quite a few hours later. Boys, how are you? I was like, oh, yeah, good. And I'm like, geez, boys, seeing you up and about, out and about, I could almost come out of retirement for one more gig. Because I was an absolute menace. And this is something that I'm so proud of. One of my mates turns around me and goes, no, I don't want to say it. I'm too proud of you for who you are today.
Beautiful.
You never know who's watching. You never know who's in your corner. But I'm choosing to be the best version of myself. Choosing to be the best example for my son. And I was honoured and noticed by a mate. I'm so humbled by that he shared that. Thank you, Lukey. I love you, bro. Anyway, I'm really proud of that, because it's our actions speak volumes. Yeah. And it's not, I love these guys, and sometimes my decisions I make, to do the things that I do, they take me away from being social, but they create other opportunities for me like this, and with the running and the different communities, and it was beautiful to be seen. Yeah, so I'm proud of that. and I just wanted to share that, because I think that's important.
Beautiful.
Because I think too often in life we don't share the things we're proud of, the things that mean a lot to us, and we shouldn't have fear around that, because it allows other people to see and feel. I'll never forget talking to a young guy who had to do a presentation on mental health, and he had a very good family, very good upbringing. Everything was good. He's talking to people that didn't have good upbringings. He's like, how do I talk to these people? I said, you have to. He goes, why? I said, because you need to teach the rest of us what we can have. You need to lead by example, so that we have something to follow, so we can learn from you, so that we can get that same smile that you wear. Yeah. And that's the importance of sharing those things, the good things, as much as the other things. So sorry, a bit of a sidetrack, but I'm really proud of that.
Beautiful.
It just filled my heart.
Beautiful.
So where are we? Where are we going? So we're after 20 minutes. I want to share a little journey with everybody, Shorty, if that's okay.
Love the journeys. Love the sharing. Keep going.
Inside Shorty's head, he's gone, where's he going with this?
Oh, no. Listen, I'm used to it now. I was just like, you pass me the ball, I'll run with it, I'll kick it back, we'll pass it, we'll do a bit of a dummy, we'll go, keep going, we're on, we'll score, touchdown.
I think that's what I love so much, like it's just, and they say that when you're in flow, when you're in sync, and the energy's there, and it just grows and it builds and it just creates, and that's what I feel with you and what we're doing here, like we find our zone, because we're in something that we love being a part of. But it's just part of our journey is becoming a not-for-profit, right? Because in order to do everything that we want to do, we need fuel, right? And we need resources in order to make the impact that we want to have. So the best way for us to do that is to become a fully DRG, not-for-profit. But that journey is taking some time, and it's a bit of an opportunity. Do you want to share that journey with everybody, Sean?
Yeah, cool. So late last year, we started the process. We reached out to some specialist lawyers who help with this process, which has been amazing. The guys from Sprint Law, and taking us, and Emily's been taking us through that journey of, putting together constitutions. Like, what? Like, a bit of light reading, like 30 pages later, I was like, what does that word mean? Like, okay, go back, and it's just like, oh my gosh, and formulating it all. And what I'm super proud of this is, in order to become a full charitable organization and part of the constitution, you need three directors. So obviously you and I, B1, B2, and we both said, right, we need a third one, and we both at the same time said, Alan Stevens. And we know because he started this, right? He put us together, through the Campfire Project, and who he is, a magical man, a beautiful soul. And we asked him to be one of the directors, and without a blink, he said, yep. And just I know he's watching tonight, and I just want to say thank you for joining us on the journey, Alan, because if it wasn't for you, this would never have happened. So such an honor and such a privilege. And so, the three of us, I think we're going from B1, B2 to the three amigos. So in our first annual general meeting, we've got to come up with a dance. I'll put it on the agenda, and we'll go.
Oh, do you know what? I think we might have to record that for everybody.
Oh, I love it. And so that's taken a journey, right? And that's taken a journey, and then now we've gone into the next stage, and we've formed the full company, and then the company that moves into the type of company that moves into the next phase. So we're in that next phase. We're so close. So it's literally a week or two away, and it's all systems go. So it has been an interesting journey. It's been a beautiful journey. It's a lot learning, just like this, very steep learning. But it's been a beautiful journey. So I want to thank you, Scott. I want to thank Alan for making it all happen.
Yeah, giddy up, sure. Yeah, no, honestly, mate. Like Alan means the world to both you and I. Like he really does, and we praise him a lot, and there's reasons for that. And many times before we've gone through all that stuff, and I'm very proud that Alan actually uses a part of one of these conversations in his presentations as a recommendation, because he deserves it. But the work you do behind the scenes is phenomenal. Like, you have to deal with me. That's a hard enough gig as it is. Oh God! For those,
Can I just say something? Sorry. So Scotty rings me up the other day. He goes, "Shorty," I said, "Yeah, mate." He goes, "How's tomorrow looking for you?" I said, "Yeah, what for?" He goes, I just need to get my head around this calendar thing online, because I just need to go digital with my calendar. There's a thing called Calendly, which we use to book appointments. I just need some time, mate. Can you help me? We still got to book it in, but I love you, brother. That's like, you know what? Let's just stay in your lane, and we'll work together, and we'll fill the lanes out with totally fine. All right? So beautiful.
Hang on a sec. There's someone else who knows this quite well. Because
love it.
And this is something that's really super important, right? Because when we are in our lane and we're doing what we're good at and what we love, we really do amazing things. We actually need the support around us to pick up one another so that we can do the amazing things. Like this Business to Smiles wouldn't be what it is without you, and it wouldn't be what it is without me, and it won't be what it's going to become without Ellen. And we've got some, you know, it wouldn't be Janelle, Martin, Bruce, all these people that post things inside the Business of Smiles that keep the connection going and grow that. Arnie Shaz sharing stuff. Heather Joy Bassett, which I'm going to do a bit of a thing on over the next week or two, because without her, we couldn't have done where we're at. So, but it's a joint effort, the Business of Smiles. And I think that is the single biggest key to what this is. Because as much, and that's one of the reasons why we've gone straight to the not-for-profit. It's too big for us to be just us. It's a journey together. It's a journey of connection, bridging the gap, smiles. And it only happens when we all do it together. We all do our part. You know, like if you're not comfortable out there walking the streets, we'll do that. We'll do that part. You know, you might be able to buy a couple of pairs of socks so we can gift them out. You know, you might be able to know somebody who's connected with somebody. You go, hey, you know, have you seen these guys? They're amazing. They love sharing their gift with people. Do you know anybody that might want to bring them to town? You know, because I know the difference it makes to people when we are in their communities. I know that. Even Park One, which we need to tap into. But I'm just, we're getting close to the half an hour, Shorty, and we and I could always talk forever, but what's been your biggest win this week? What's been your biggest win?
I think for me, my biggest win this week was yesterday. My wonderful wife, Nat, and I celebrated our 19 years wedding anniversary. And, you know, I've reflected in the morning after, you know, hitting the gym and coming home, and I do my little rituals of a bit of journaling, a bit of meditation. And I just reflected of like 19 years ago. Like I just remember it so clearly of our wedding day, which was at my dad's farm. It was like 45-degree heat, and we all had 3-piece suits on. It was just like, but I remember clearly. And when we were out for dinner last night, she said, "What are the 3 things that you remember about that day?" I gave her 4, of course, but one of them was, which really stood out so clearly, was that I'll paint the picture. On my dad's farm had these poplar trees, and they used to use these poplar trees to cut down to make matchsticks, and they were all in like lines, symmetrical. And that was our aisle that we walked up, and there was the celebrant at the end. And I remember clearly that day, and I looked around, and Nat had Riley, and they both walked down the aisle together. Nat doesn't have her dad, so her mum walked her down the aisle. And it was just one of those things that I have never felt before that day, with my heart just exploding. The tears were pouring. It was just absolutely beautiful. Riley was crying, Nat was crying, we all was crying. And just that connection and just all those memories start to come flooding back. And that's, you know, that was such a beautiful moment. And yesterday we celebrated 19 years. So yeah, that was a special day for me for this week. That was my biggest highlight.
Congratulations, Shorty.
Thank you.
It's just to thrive through 19 years. Thrive. Takes a lot of effort, a lot of support, and a lot of love. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
What about you?
Love it. Well, safe place to land. Doing it ugly, because we're all worth it. Big win.
Big win.
Big win. Well, so next.
So as we come to a close, 2 things I'd like for you watching this evening. First thing, make sure you get your running shoes out and go and get yourself a pair of these Altaras. Absolutely amazing. All right, start training. And because there's a little event coming up in April that we need your physical support, mental support, emotional support, but we want to do it together. All right. So get out, start walking, start jogging, start running, skipping, jumping, the whole bit. So just planting the seeds. The second thing is take that extra minute, take that extra second minute when you send a message and ask yourself, how can I connect deeper? How can I maybe reconnect? What could I say extra? What could I do extra? How could I write that a little bit differently? See what happens this week. Scotty, over to you.
I'll leave it at that. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Smiles. Thank you, Campus. Thank you, amazing people. I'm so grateful for this opportunity called life. You know, and I'm so grateful for what we do, Shorty, because I know we make a difference. So thank you. So have a fantastic week, everybody. Look forward to seeing and learning how you connect with people. It's going to be amazing. I love it. So, all right, have a great night. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Shorty. Where's that button?
Oh.